Okay, back again. So we've made it well over halfway. So Michael Flood, you can bite me, dude. I'm well over halfway through these courses. We're 16 of 27. So kicking up. I worked my way from about the midpoint back down to the beginning. Now then we're picking back up, going from the ones released in order after Threshold by Pablo. So the one I'm going to be starting off on this round is going to be Carl's Bait Shop by Bradley Stewart. So, kind of see what we get with this one here. This is Carl's Bait Shop based in Sweden. Sweden. So, 6 of my friends have played this. Holy crap. Everybody's gone low on it. Global. You got to shoot 14 under just to crack the leaderboard on PS4 on this one. So, it looks like it lends itself to being an easier course, so we'll see. I haven't had too much easy going for me since I started these playthroughs. Of course, thus far today I've been playing in a consistent 14, 15 mile an hour wind, so I should say consistent 10 and above, because not all have been 14s and 15s, but it seems like everything's been 10 and 12. So maybe I get a little bit easier wind for a change. So nice looking tee shot on this. I saw something that's going to bug the hell out of me. Not a big fan of a rake, especially a rake in the middle of every frickin' bunker down through here. Namely because if those do come into play, then they are a hazard. I mean, they can screw you up pretty bad. So I know what he's going for on that, but if you do want to use rakes, get them over here to the side somewhere for the visual, but don't stick them down the middle of the bunker. That's just not a good idea, like ever. Yeah, not necessarily cool with that one, Bradley. All in all, pretty clean brushes on the fairways. I can live with that. That's a look that I'm actually starting to use quite a bit. A lot of these rounder looks to it versus the way I've usually done them. So I can get down with that. It's pretty solid sculpting on the bunkers here. Like that, just get rid of the frickin' rakes. Oh my god. Killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. And we're back to 12 mile an hour wind. So I guess today's going to be a windy day to play a golf course on. And let's just start off with a shank because I'm stupid. Better yet, let's just do this. I am not going to... That pissed me off. Hey, what do you say, Pa 1978? Who are you? Is that Pablo? I only know Pablo as Pablo. When I see PAH 1978 up there, that makes me wonder, what do you say, Pablo? You Spanish dynamo, you. Nice green shape to it. Fits the shot. Contours look pretty solid. It's got shelved off a little bit up here. Not that big of a deal on a short shot, so that could work. That could work. So I got 119, 625. The 6 mile an hour wind. I'm assuming from the scoring that's been on this one is that we are dealing with medium firmness. So 172 on our greens, a little bit quickish. Another nice look off the tee right there. I'm not sure if a lot of that greenery right there is auto-generated or planted, but it fits well. Nice creek. It did a good job of not just making it a straight sculpt on the creek, giving it a natural feel. So yep, that looks good. Nice brush work on the fairway. Still hating the rakes. Could do a little bit more to sculpt on this bunker right there into that hill, but that's a very, very overly critical thing for me to say. This one looks good. Don't like the rakes and the frickin' bunkers, man. Holy shit. It's very elevated. You gotta be careful of your runoff, but looks like for the most part he's done a good job of keeping that out of the playing area for the most part. It's going to catch a little bit over this edge, but no real problems with that. It's a nice, clean look. So as far, really. A really solid look to the hole here. Let's see if I can hit a tree. I've been pretty good at doing this lately, so. I like the option you have off the tee with this hole. Because with the length of it at 390, I can still go 3-wood or even 5-wood and just not be overly penalized with my second shot. And even with the wind right there, I had multiple playing areas, so I like that. So we're going to play 94 up into that. 10-mile-an-hour back wind. Too much curve on that one. I played that pathetically. Should have just gone up to a pitching wedge and dialed it in. Oh, perfect line. Just didn't hit it hard enough. Hit the ball. Oh yeah, in case I haven't mentioned it before, get the rakes out of the bunkers. An interesting hole. A lot of good sculpting going on. I'm not sure about the gazebo. I'm not sure what it does for me, or I mean, it just feels like it's just kind of there. I mean, it's a gazebo that's just kind of there, but that's just my own little thing. Doesn't bother me it's there. It's just there. Probably would have worked some of my heavy rough further up into this hillside, especially like right in here, put it in this valley, let it fall down. And that way you get the look of the exposed rock face that looks good, but it doesn't just look so stark. That's getting very tic-tac about it, but a little bit of the extra heavy rough right there would have been cool. I really don't like this tree back here, this bush. Actually back here in the first cut. I mean, you know they can't mow that like that, right? So it's a very minor thing to point out, but it is what it is. Man, that's like right there on the front. I don't know if I want to shoot this shot like this or not. Yep, that's all I'm going to take with it. Thank goodness I'm getting some really strong winds today. Okay, off to the left, off the right, a little bit more of a right movement, so... Yeah, I was talking about that on the first hole, Eddie. I kind of like the brush work on these. It can be a little bit cleaner in some areas. I mean, there's some place where it's a little bit excessive, but this is a look I've started incorporating into my newest courses. Ola's going to hate me because Ola doesn't necessarily like that look, but I've gone back and revamped our collaboration course with that look entirely. So he's going to get on and be, Grief, what are you doing to me? In his best Swedish accent. Why are you making these fairways like this? You know I do not like this. Yes, Ola, I know. I know. I have told him, and he gave me his blessing, and he's like, just do what you're going to do with it, but he's not seen it yet. So we will see what Ola has to say about it. Okay, bad thing right here. Don't like either one of these, besides the rake. For the fourth straight hole, I'm going to mention, please do not put rakes in the middle of your frickin' bunkers. He's fallen into a trap here that looks like he's created his fairway brush, and they just came and he just planted a bunker in the middle of it. I'm not too keen on that look at all. Either put your bunkers down and make your fairway fit them, or put your fairway down and make your bunkers fit it, but I'm not a big fan of just dropping a bunker brush down the middle of this. This actually probably would have worked just fine bringing this edge up and around and then back down, letting your fairway actually contour that and then back into a circle. It would have worked just fine. You would not have missed this little bit of apron right here, but it just would have been a cleaner look. Same thing over here, man. Do one or the other. Either put your bunkers down first and fit your fairway into it, or put your fairway down and make your bunker fit the contour of your fairway, but don't just like stick a damn brush down the middle of your like that. It's not a clean look. You've got a really good looking course here, and that's a way to start killing your vibe in a hurry. People like me that are kind of assholes about this kind of stuff start taking negative opinions of that. What do you say, Ren? Piss on. Let's see if we can hit it. Nope, not going to hit the tree. Yeah, I tend to as well. I tend to mark off where I want my bunkers to go ahead and put them in, get them shaped the way I want to. Hell, I even sculpt them the way I want them sculpted, then I make my fairways fit my bunkers. I do that except for my greens. I always put my green in first, and then I make my bunkers fit my green, and then I come back with my fairway. But this is by Bradley Stewart. This is Carl's Bait Shop. Not a bad looking shot into this. can't help it, man. The rakes in the bunker are just bugging the hell out of me. It's bugging me, I'm telling you. Whew, absolutely no rollout on that. I expected that ball to be much closer. He's done a nice job with his light rough on this as well. So he has that look where he's framing the outside edges of his bunkers with it, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But he's done a good job of keeping them nice and consistent. That's a good look. What have we got going on up here? I'm not sure how I feel about that yet, but that's just a me thing. Yes, if this was Jimmy's course, if this was a Nevada balling course, he would have his green up there, like up there. He would have it up here. So I'm just giving you a hard time, Jimmy. I actually liked your course. Yeah, I just put like a little strip of green up there, about 4 yards wide all the way across. Add to the difficulty. This is not going to do what I want it to do. I'm about to play this pretty stupid, but let's see what happens. Yep, it worked. It worked. Whew, that's flat. Not a lot of movement to this one, so as long as you make it up on this shelf right here, you've got a pretty straight putt. So well, thus far, this one's kind of sliding towards CCM, but I mean, hell, man, I'm playing it in 10-mile-an-hour winds plus and scoring decent on it. Of course, I say that now. Nice elevation shift on this. Really good looking hole right here. It's almost a little bit fantasy-like with the cliff over there on the side, but I can live with that. It's got a nice look to it. Better know how to adjust for wind on that one. He's done a really good job on this course. Not much I can say bad about it. Actually, the less I talk, probably the better it is for these. So it usually means you haven't done anything that's pissing me off. Yeah, that's my take on the cliffs as well, Ren. That it's almost a little bit fantasy-esque in the way that they're coming off, but nothing, nothing I'm just absolutely hating. A little bit of a breaker on this one. Nice looking hole right here. I like that shot off the tee. I don't know how I feel about that fucking tree right now, but really nice shape to the fairways on this. I'm not just saying that because that's kind of like the look that I'm trying to cultivate, but all in all, it just kind of works. Could be a little bit cleaner in a couple areas down here, but that's just being overly critical. It fits the course well. He's kept it going. Oh, what do we got down here? Nice little waste bunker area. I actually like this area down in here. Could have made a little bit more of a rugged sculpt on this instead of having it perfectly flattened off like that. Kind of lip this area out just a little bit more and then it'll flow back in. It would have been a very, very cool look right there, but all in all. Yeah, maybe a couple of trees I don't like right now. I don't see the point of that one right there. I mean, you're going to make somebody go left or right. It's not that it's a big deal. It's not affecting playability too much, but I don't really see the point of it, if we're just being honest. I mean, it's just a tree right in the middle of your damn fairway. Almost would look better without the tree right there, but yeah, to each their own. Let's see if I can hit it. Nope, I'm not going to hit it. Damn it. No. If I'm aiming for it, no chance in hell. So y'all say that. It just depends on if the trees work or not. I mean, if they fit, they fit. Sometimes they piss me off, yeah, but if they fit, then I don't have a problem with them. Y'all quit acting like I'm just gonna like beat the hell out of Mo or something like that. Golly, guys. A little bit of a slice to my swing right there. Do I need to like post on the shout box like the day I'm gonna do it and at what time and everything? Just for that, I'm not gonna say a word about the trees. These trees are the best thing ever. Woohoo! Love me some trees. Love me some trees. Nice big old green for the shot there. A little bit of a goofy curve over there on the left on that apron, but nothing that's major or takes away from it. Yeah, I could tell this guy to go ahead and pin this up for CCM like right now. Of course, that being said, they may want it for PGA. That's what we're doing this year. Oh, I bit way off to the left on that. That sucks. That's going to cost me right there. I had the distance, but it's not Ennis Brook Aces. It's Ennis Con blah blah blah. I'm Irish using Celtic names blah blah blah. I think it's the Celtic word for screw you guys. I'm putting trees all over the course. I think that's the Celtic word for that. Man, that was just a shit putt all the way around by me. Too hard, wrong line. I knew it. It's like Ennis Con Kosserkin or something like that. I've always just called it Ennis. Like I said, look up the Celtic phrase for screw you, and that's what it is. Might be Pablo. Very well could be. This might be my last one for the day, fellas. So it's 3:30 my time. By the time I finish this, it'll be at least 4 o'clock. So I do eat and do other things besides play Invicta courses. This will be my third one of the day. So nice looking hole. Digging the bunkers over here on the left, except for the rakes. Except for the rakes, really nice sculpting going on in and around those things. That's pretty smooth right there. I can live with it. I can live with it. Well, at some point tonight, I'm going to be cranking up some Titanfall because that's what I got to do to get away from you knuckleheads. Nope, no porn for me, Pablo. I've got a wife that actually enjoys sex, so I do not have to go to the pornos. So I just wait for her to get home and get randy and get all crazy in the bathtub. Damn, did I hit that with a driver or a 3-wood off the tee? I honestly didn't look. I was looking around the course and everything else. Kind of admiring the beauty if that ball didn't go anywhere. I guess it's this 10-mile-an-hour wind in my face. Okay. Not gonna lie, man, it's kind of a cool course. Got some very nice looks on it. Doesn't play overly hard. I mean, it's very straightforward in the way it plays, but not being familiar with any of his past work, this is a pretty spot-on course for me. I like it. He's giving us a look into a hole back behind there, so interesting. So I guess it's that tee box over here that we're going to be hitting onto next. So a nice clean look. Oh, spin back. Come on now. Come on. You're better than that. It's a nice, clean course. Not much for me to really comment on. Anyone notice Clint needs to shut up before he jinxes me? I'll tell you what, man, guys, I'm not that bad of a damn player. You guys confuse me playing and streaming and goofing off with how I actually play rounds. You guys suck. You guys suck. I'm gonna actually let this one go a little bit longer. Good Lord, the wind. Yeah, piss on you guys on Potomac. I ain't streaming shit on that. I create curse words for that course. I'm familiar with the course. Don't act like I've never played it before, but holy hell, I thought this was supposed to be a CC Web competition we're playing in. They're sticking that shit up there. Ah, get in the hole. Shut up, Mitch. You're an ass clown. You're a sandbagger, man. I'm actually about to have you kicked off of CC. You're about to get an automatic promotion to Web. Hide and watch. Hide and watch. You think I don't have that ability? You think I can't put you up on Web? You think you're going to have that CC next to your name much longer? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, goodness. This is one of those holes that you know damn well you should not go for the green, but you just can't help yourself. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, is it going to get up there? No, that would have been so cool. That would have been so cool. Yeah, so 1 second, Mitch is talking about how bad he is, and he's a CC'er for life, and then he wants to point out that he beat a PGA guy on a course. Yeah, you're an ass clown, Mitch. Just so you know, you're an ass clown. I'm just a lowly CC'er. I'm not good enough. And the one moment some guy like says something like, "Yeah, get him up in my world." Well, oh yeah, but who beat who? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. I'm pretty sure you beat your partner like on every round on Sandbelt and the one we had in our matchup. I'm pretty sure you had like one of the low scores every freaking round. Frickin' knucklehead. Good lord, the elevation on this one. Holy crap. Here we go. Internet fight. Internet penis measuring contest. Come on, guys. Get it on. Get it on. Okay. So on this one, this is going to be my first real critique besides the rakes and all the bunkers. Let's see. Yeah, we were consistent. We put rakes in all the bunkers. Still not up to that, but the elevation on this one's a little bit too much for me. Not because of the way the hole plays, but because of the way it makes the hole look. Blocking off your green like that, it'd been a lot better had we killed our elevation a little bit to where we could have gotten down here and had this view. I mean, that would have been a nice view and everything coming down off the hill. Right now, you really don't see anything besides the mountain in the background and the valley, so could have lived without that. Holy crap. That's almost 20 yards of decline right there. With the wind. Yeah, I see great things happening on this shot. God, that's another club down. Holy crap. Oh, shit's been weird in here, Smooth. Shit's been weird. Let's see if we get this ball to stop. I can find the line. I just don't know about the speed. Not a bad design hole. Just elevation's a little bit much right there for me on that one. Not because of the shot, but because of the just the view it takes away. Not an easy shot either, but CCM guys will have fun trying to measure that one out. Oops, killed the look of the hole there, the flyover. Yeah, still really like the shapes he used on the fairway. Worked well throughout his course. Ola's gonna love that. Hey Ola, I changed all the holes. He told me to. He told me to do what I wanted to with it, and then just send him the file when I'm done with it. So, hoorah! Poor Ola. Good look off the tee here. That's part of what I cleaned up was the trees he wanted in the fairway. Ola's another tree planter, man. What's up with these web designers? or web schedulers, and then wanting to put trees all over the damn place and fairways. Now, actually, Ola's not that bad. He's very much into making sure it makes sense. When we've done kind of our walkthroughs on Mumble, it's always been like, I don't know if the tree makes sense being right here, so let's move it and we will do this. Oh, I will be right back. My internet crapped out again. And he'll come back a few minutes later. Okay, I think my internet is good now. So yes, about this tree. Y'all like that? Man, I'm actually friends with Ola, and we actually kind of like each other. You guys trying to get him to hate me? Because he's going to think I'm making fun of him, and I'm not. Well, no, I'm not. But I am, but I'm not. He makes fun of me for the way I speak too. Apparently, he thinks I sound like one of the dudes from one of those car rebuilding shows. It's like an absolute hillbilly. Hey, a rake in a bunker. Hmm. Wonder what Griff thinks about rakes and bunkers. This is actually a par 5 here, so get ready to par this thing. We don't birdie par 5s. This is only a me thing, but this one looks a little bit funky over here on the left-hand side. It looks like it could be dressed up a little bit, like almost bringing the lake a little bit more up into here or something. I mean, what he has works fine. It just seems like it'll be a little bit nicer look to like bring that a little bit more into play. But that's just my own personal thing there. Nothing at all with wrong with what he has. Yeah, that sounded great. Should still be safe. They're wide fairways, so. So, got a little bit of an uphill lie. Tell you what, let's just work this thing down like right in there. That'll be just fine to me. Get a skip up there. See how far it'll roll. Walk, 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 walk. And of course, let's stay up on the green and give me a really long frickin' putt. Yes! I did not want to birdie this hole. Yes! Take it easy, Ren. Good Lord. It's a nice green. It lets you know why you should be laying up on these damn holes. But holy crap. So where do I actually have to putt to get the downhill part of this? It looks like most of the downhill is like right here at my feet. So, That wasn't a bad effort there. That wasn't a bad effort, if I do say so myself. I sure wasn't going to putt it any harder. He's done a nice job of keeping the feel consistent throughout this round. I mean, all the holes feel like they belong here. So the one elevated par 3 a couple of holes back still has me a little bit googly eyed, but beyond that, it's been a pretty solid course. Oh, this could end up bad. Let's not leave this one short. It's a little bit to the left of where I wanted to be, but I can live with that. That dog will hunt. And there's left hand breaking that. I can see it. Interesting hole design. Shut up, Mitch. I am not. He's taking a lot of time with the fence work, and I think what he has looks good. I'm not as crazy about the fence being like right here in my field of vision off this. Probably would have stopped it up there a little bit. I know what he's going for right there. He's just continuing that look down through that area, but I would have liked to have stopped the fence like maybe up here on this hill a little bit. I'm not as crazy about it in my sight line. Wow. Boy, it's a lot of elevation for a driver right there. Why am I feeling like driver is the wrong club on this? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Nah, I'll still be okay. Whew. Wind saved me on that one. I don't care if the wind's in my face or not, man. Actually, the wind was not in my face. The wind was side to side. I mean, I could have landed like right up here on this spot, but it's not going to change my shot considerably. A few yards closer, but I'm okay with a 180-yard shot. I'm not scared of distance, man. Not scared. Or I should say, ain't scared. Needs to be careful with the runoff over here on this side of the green. I don't have a huge issue with it, but be a little bit careful with that. Let's rethink this. Let's rethink this. The ball's a little bit above my feet, so. Nice look off the tee on this one. I like that heavy planting right there in the front. It looks good. You guys seriously want me to stream my PYP rounds? I'm sure Clint will enjoy that. I'm sure he'd love to see it. So this is 463. Damn, this hole's going to play long here, isn't it? Goodness. I don't want to be too far to the right over there. I'm sure he would rather me... I'm sure he would rather me not, because I do not shoot nearly as well when I'm streaming as what I do whenever I'm just playing straight up. If you've got a PS4, you can. No, I don't play when I'm drinking wine either. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, with the wind in your face, this one plays long. Got a little backboard built up there, so I might be able to use that on my approach shot if I get too carried away. Of course, if the physics on these greens sometimes, what will happen is I'll hit it up there and it'll stick like right there. What do we got? 207 with a 10-mile-an-hour wind back in our face. Yeah, we're going to test this out. Ball's a little bit above my feet, so let's go a little bit to the left. Let's test this out. Let's see what that backboard really does. Let's see what it does. Not much of anything from right there. Hoorah. What the hell? Where did I come in on that thing at? I swear, you think that if you hit the ball back up in that area that you're going to get a little bit more of a rollout than that. But no, it just kind of hits and stops. Crazy, crazy game. Interesting par 5. It plays shorter, so I'm curious to see what he did with the fairway down here. Kind of curious where the bait shop is. Where's the bait shop? I mean, is that the bait shop like over there across the pond? It's definitely not a formal clubhouse, so still a nice look. I like the bridges there. That's a really clean look right there. I actually like Pablo's course as well, except for one hole that I think has been well documented. Okay, what have we got? What have we got? Boy, that runs downhill quite a bit. My first instinct is to actually chip this. Oh, I thought your course played great in most places, Pablo. I actually did like it. I think I even said that on my stream. If I didn't, I apologize. There was one hole that got the better of me that I just was not a fan of, but other than that, I thought it was a pretty clean course, man. Man, this has bad news written all over it right here, doesn't it? Ugh, freaking side hill. Well, that actually did not do what I wanted it to because of where my lie was. I played it over the left quite a bit because of the ball being above my feet and it went more straight. I was expecting it to come back over here and spin out and catch me a roll like back down here in this area, but I guess from 6 feet out with a relatively straight putt, I can live with it if I have to. Wanted to hold that damn thing out. Okay. Hey, look at that. Actually had a decent round for a change. Ah! I tied Mitch. And I beat Pablo. Woohoo! Beating Pablo. Ah, thanks, Be Smooth. I beat Pablo in 12 to 15 mile an hour winds the entire time. Yay for Griff. I'm just messing, man. I don't care. I really don't care what I score on these as long as I'm at even par or better. But other than that, man, that was a really clean course. Definitely plays on the easy side. This would be a CCM course for sure, but there's not much you can really pick out on this. Really good hole design, nice clean fairway bunkers. I like the way the choices he made in putting that together. Not a big fan of the rakes and the bunkers because anytime I actually didn't hit a ball in a bunker to find out, but usually if those come into play, um, they just don't like seeing that quite a bit. It's better just to keep those out of there. If you just absolutely have to use them, put them up in a non-playable area where it's visible, but not so much in the bunker or in play because they become a hole hazard all on their own, believe it or not. But yeah, great course. I think the one thing that may actually hurt this in the judging might be the ease of the course. Some people may shy away from it because it feels a little bit easy. But you just never know with the judges and what they're seeing. As far as the looks, this is pretty damn clean. Only one hole that I thought was a little bit iffy, and that was the par 3 there on the back 9 that was like hugely elevated, and that's only because it blocked off some of the views. More than anything, I would have liked to have seen the view of the green, but I mean, that's just a completely subjective, overly critical thing of me to say. All in all, I thought it was a well-designed course. So be curious to see how this one shakes out in the judging. So other than that, guys, it's 4 o'clock. See, if I did another one, that's going to put me into like 5:30 or so, at least 5. I don't think I'm going to do another one this afternoon. So I'll kick it back up tomorrow at noon Central Time, and I'll run 3 more courses tomorrow. But for this one, we're going to sign this one out today, and this is a good course to finish with. It's a good effort that Bradley Stewart put out there. So curious to see him do some more courses here in the future. I liked it. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking in, and I will check you guys manana unless you guys tune in to watch me play some Titanfall tonight. So I know Polska Zolnias will be on, and good chance Andre and Dan will join me at some point. So you can watch the stream of just how bad we are playing against 12-year-olds. Andre is actually pretty good. He kills 12-year-olds very effectively. The rest of us, 12-year-olds kick our ass, but you get the point. Anyway, check you later, guys.